Manchester United have beaten Everton 2-0. Really pleased with that. A rotated side has been able to win 2-0 away at Everton. That's the second time we beat this mob this season, and they're a decent outfit. I mean, I was even confident going into this game because I said Manchester United are a better side than Everton, and I do believe that. I'm not being biased in any shape or form. And I said that when looking at the substitutes on the bench against Leeds, it just showed me that most of them players would probably be getting game time at teams like Everton, and Manchester United now are starting to benefit from having a strong squad and being able to rotate, and Manchester United are able to rotate, and I think we changed 7 players for this game, which is fantastic. And to be honest, when Everton put out a strong lineup, and I did say that if Everton changed hardly any players, then it would really weaken their team compared to if Manchester United made changes. And the reward of this is a place in the semi-final against Man City. I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than that. You're going to play, if we get through that, then we'll play fucking Spurs in the final. I mean, Jesus Christ, what a challenge it is up for Manchester United. Everton away, Man City in the semi-final, and potentially Spurs in the final if we get there. I mean, you cannot have it much fucking harder than that, can you, to be honest? But Manchester United never do things fucking the easy way, do we? We always get fucking annoying ties, which really pissed me off. We got an annoying tie in the Europa League with Real Sociedad. Now we've got this one. I was hoping for Brentford because it would give Manchester United maybe a bit of a breather going into this hectic period that Manchester United have still got of games. But we have got a strong squad, and as I say, the likes of Paul Pogba, Greenwood, Donny van der Beek, Eric Bailly, Tuan Zabi, all these men's coming to this game this evening. And it was great to see because we're playing against a top team in the Premier League, and we were able to play away from home and change this amount of fucking players and still get the job done. I mean, Henderson's kept a clean sheet, which he's done in previous rounds in this competition. The only downfall was we haven't seen Mason Greenwood get on the score sheet tonight because he really fucking needs a goal. Does that geezer, and he's been oofed off in the second half, which is disappointing. It would be nice to see for his confidence to get himself a few 90 minutes under his belt, to maybe bring him out of this bad run of form, because I'm hoping it's just a run of form that is bad, because if this is a permanent thing, then it's fucking annoying for Mason Greenwood and for Manchester United, because there are reports that we're going to give him a new contract, but at this moment in time I think we should just show that a little bit, because he's got to get back to the form that he showed last season, and he certainly is for me a shadow of the player he was last season, and I'm not too sure what the problem is for Mason Greenwood. I mean, as we say, he hasn't featured not in 90 minutes. I think only once this season he's played 90 minutes for Manchester United, which is crazy. I think it was West Ham, if I'm not mistaken there. But even when he scored for Manchester United this season, he's been disappointing. But we've won the game, so I don't really give too much of a shit. But we have had to bring reinforcements off the bench in order to try and win this game. Donny van der Beek and Greenwood were the two players to make way, and it was a shame that neither of them really stamped their authority well enough into this game. I mean, they weren't horrendous, but Greenwood wasn't horrendous this evening, but he is a shadow of the player he was last season, which is disappointing. And bringing Martial and Rashford onto the pitch are two players that are at this moment in time performing at a much higher level than them two, so that is improving the level of Manchester United when you bring them two on. Cavani with a great strike. There was some controversial in the start of the second half. Could he have been sent off? But who gives a shit? He got the goal. It was a well taken strike from Cavani, and that's why we brought him into Manchester United. Yes, his age was against him, but Zlatan done it at this age in the Premier League, and this is against Premier League opposition, and he walloped that one home. Nearly 34 years of age, and to be scoring goals like that against English opposition is great for Cavani. It really is. He's had a lot of injury fucking problems last season, but he's certainly not been a foul cow, has he? Because he's already scored fucking 4 goals for Manchester United, and he's been better than him and Sanchez and shit like and Di Maria and all that bullshit put together, I think, even with these few goals. But long may it continue. Hopefully he gets some more goals. It's probably done in the world of good to get him in now, and he will probably start along with Martial and Rashford for the next game against Leicester on the Boxing Day, which that is a massive must-win game as well for Manchester United. But we've wrapped it up with that Anthony Martial strike. Rashford should have scored before that. Cavani put him in for a tap-in, and he's just fucked it up, which is disappointing because these players, Rashford and Martial, do miss good chances. good easy chances for Manchester United, and they've really got to cut that out, because we missed a lot against Leeds, and you're not always going to get these chances. Certainly not at the top of European football, you won't get these chances. But Manchester United seem to be a bit more on the up lately. I mean, we did get knocked out of the Champions League, which I think people thought they should have been sacked just for that. But you've got to look at the two teams that qualified out of the group, Leipzig and PSG. It was bollocks that Manchester United threw the group away. But you've got to look that they were semi-finalists and finalists last season in the Champions League. And to be honest, do you really think that Manchester United were going into that as semi-finalists or finalists for this season? Probably not one of the favourites to win it, were we? So them two teams are good. I mean, Leipzig are right up near the top of the Bundesliga this season, and we know PSG have got quality in their ranks. So there's no disgrace for me losing that group. It was more the manner of it. But since then, Manchester United have really been doing well in terms of their results, to be honest. Maybe not always the performances have been great, but I thought tonight we thoroughly deserved the win, and it looked like it was heading for a draw. But Manchester United, to me, in that second half, late on, only looked like the only ones going to win this game of football, and I didn't want to see it go to a draw, because a penalty shootout, you never know what could happen in that. But Manchester United won the game. I thought Paul Pogba good in midfield again this evening. He should be starting regularly for Manchester United now. I think he's getting back to his best, which is good to see. If he can get back to his best, with Bruno playing well, Martial looking like he's getting back to his best, we could be strong in the second half of the season. I mean, if we keep rotating and giving players a rest here and there, we could come on strong second half of the season. We really could. And the likes of Liverpool, Man City, I don't think have got the strength in depth that Manchester United have got. I don't at this moment in time. Man City had a riches of strength in depth at one point, but you look at them now and it's nowhere near as good as it was. Some of their players have gone, the likes of David Silva and Leroy Sané, and it's definitely weakened the team, with Aguero obviously being injury prone. They're a lot weaker. Liverpool's backup players on the bench are nowhere near as good as Manchester United. I mean, you look at the likes on their bench, the likes of fucking Origi and shit like that. When Manchester United at the weekend had Cavani on the bench. We are in a strong position. I don't think we're going to stand any chance of winning the league, so this League Cup does give Manchester United the best opportunity to win a trophy now. Semi-finalists, if we can beat City over this game, then Manchester United have got a great chance of winning this competition in a one-off game against Spurs in the final, which it probably will be, or Brentford. It will be a massive tie for Manchester United, but we've got to get through that semi-final this time. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.